This is INCRadio DZEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesianicristo.
From the Pacific to Atlantic, anytime and wherever you are, join us.
You are watching, listening, and streaming on INCRadio.
Watching, listening, and streaming on INCRadio. INCRadio Canada. Join us. Hey. Join us, join us, join us. INCRadio Canada. Join us.
Hello, welcome, and good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all of our listeners and viewers of INCRadio Canada. We are now live and broadcasting from the District of British Columbia, and of course, I am not by myself. And to all of our viewers and listeners, this is INCRadio, changing lives through God's words. I'm not going to mention the French because that's going to be very hard. Welcome again to everyone. And I am seeing a lot of our viewers and listeners from the brethren here in the District of British Columbia. But before anything else, we would like to mention and acknowledge our district supervising minister here in the District of British Columbia, Brother Glendo H. Baitan, our assistant district minister Brother Romeo Maglaya, our Christian Family Organization Overseer, Brother Renel Romero, and our District Multimedia Advisor, Brother Brian Charles Bellarmino. Hello. And yes, this is INCRadio, and our topic here, is very, very interesting and very, I would say, about, goals. Kasi last week we talked about setting goals. And when we set our goals, what's the next one, right? This week we will dive deep into strategies, tools, and stories to help you live your productive goals. Ang hirap kasi, it's really hard to be productive, right? So before anything else, I would like to introduce myself. I am Sister Kathleen Da, and I am from Squamish Group Worship Service here in the District of British Columbia. And I would like to introduce my co-host for this evening, Brother Felix. Hi, brother.
Hello, Sister Kath. How are you po?
I am very well.
All right.
What about you?
I'm really good po. All right. Hello po, and to our viewers and listeners who are tuning in right now, I'm Brother Felix Gumintong from the local congregation of Maple Ridge, District of British Columbia. So before anything else, I'd like to greet also all the brethren here in our local of Maple Ridge, all the church officers, local church officers, and also to our resident minister, Brother Jazel Constantino. Hello po. And today we are tackling a topic that I think we can all relate to: how to stay on track. Whether you're working toward a personal goal, managing a busy schedule, or just trying to keep up with life, staying focused and consistent can feel like a constant challenge. But don't worry, by the end of this episode, you'll have actionable strategies to stay the course even when things get tough. All right, I'm so excited for this topic. How about you, Sister Kath? Are you ready?
I am very ready.
All right.
I think we're gonna learn a lot from our guests, our co-hosts, and our panelists for this evening. Sino nga ba sila, Brother Felix?
Yes, we have here, we are also joined by other districts in Canada. First, we have here from the district of Edmonton. Hello po, Sister. Oh, I think Sister Jonah just left. So we have here from District of Manitoba. So hello po, Sister LJ.
Hello, Kuya Felix, and hello, Ate Kathleen, and of course to the rest of the panelists here today on INC Radio Canada. And yes, I am Sister LJ Palomeno, all the way here from the heart of Canada, here in the District of Manitoba, and I'm from the local congregation of Winnipeg South. Ayon. Hi, Kuya Felix and Ate Kathleen.
And also we have from District of Greater Toronto. Hello po, Kuya Homer.
Hello, everyone. This is Kuya Homer from District of Greater Toronto, local congregation of Rexdale. Hello also to our district minister, Brother Raul Adalia, and to all the brethren here in the District of Greater Toronto. Happy viewing and happy commenting. Why don't we introduce our other panelists here in the show tonight?
All right, welcome Kuya Homer, welcome Sister LJ, and to all our viewers and listeners, we are inviting you to join us in our topic discussion later in our live chat, and also we have our guest here. So we have Brother Elton. Hello, Brother Elton. How are you, po?
I'm doing good, brother. My name is Brother Elton Kalipas. I'm from the local of Surrey District of British Columbia. I'll give a warm greetings and welcome to my own district here in British Columbia, all my fellow officers, and to all my fellow guests here on today's show. Let's have a good show and have a good rest of our day.
Right. Thank you, brother. We're looking toward our discussion later. So I think we have our icebreaker here. I think we have Homer.
But before we go to our icebreaker, once again, our very nice topic for today is staying on track with your goals. Well, it is generally winter time in the whole Canada, so everyone indoors. Why not make it a goal tonight to place your comments on the live section? And speaking of which, we have a few already on the YouTube comments. First, let's start with Sister Maria Cecilia Sonza. Hello to you all. Brother Felmer Sonza and family from local congregation of Victoria, District of British Columbia, Canada. From our very own Sister LJ, hello, tuning in from the heart of Canada, District of Manitoba. Hello to Sister Marilu Casaclan. Hello, Kat. And from Sister Catherine Solmerano. Hello, everyone. Warm greetings from the local congregation of Guildford, District of British Columbia. We have many more comments to be able to read. In the meantime, let's proceed on to our icebreaker.
Ayan, thank you so much, Kuya Homer. And as Kuya mentioned as well, we are all staying indoors. So why not mention where you are right now and what you're currently doing? If you're not watching INC Radio or listening, please also continue to keep tuning in po until the end of our show. We are 1 hour of a show here, and there are a lot to learn from everyone. So, Kuya Tech, we're gonna do our icebreaker. Yeah, and so what is our icebreaker? So icebreaker, since it's winter, we're just gonna need to break the ice. Good lang. There's nothing else. This is about this or that. So to all of our team live chat right now, we will be placing some of the options here of what you also do on your own time. Okay, let's start with Brother Elton. Number 1. Let's next slide. Yan. Brother Elton, what do you like to do? This or that? To-do lists or digital planners?
I'm more traditional, sister, so I like to, at least when a sticky note is around me, I like to use that one. Or this could be a hybrid when on my computer. It depends if I have an OS or a Windows. I use like a digital sticky note, and then I just use like a checklist on there, and then I use it as a bullet point. And then whenever I finish something, I just cross it off.
Yes, there's nothing wrong on choosing both. That's what Kuya Elton is mentioning. What about Kuya Homer naman? This question is for you. Next one. Ayan, hinihintay natin si Kuya Tech. Ayan. Okay, Kuya Tech says, having a break every hour or power through until it's done. Kuya Homer.
I'm the type of person that would just like to have everything done, not because I'm in a hurry, but because I want more time to myself. And so if you have 8 hours a day, but you can finish your work in 4 hours, why not? Then you have 4 hours to yourself.
I agree, Kuya Homer, right? When we're done, that's it. You can relax afterwards. But having a breaks are also essential, especially if, Kuya Homer, if you're working through 8 hours, don't you need a break?
And that is why I lost everything up top here.
So to all of our viewers, make sure you take also break kasi otherwise, we'll lose some hair. Next one we'll have Sister LJ. Sister LJ, what about you? Next one. Ayan, Sister LJ, this or that? This working solo or more of a teamwork?
I would say teamwork ate, because one head is better than one. I guess it's better to have more ideas than just one idea. So I would choose teamwork at the teamwork.
Yes. Anyone who's more of a solo work here than a teamwork? Oh, Sister Jeng, speak for yourself. Or Brother Homer, Kuya Homer, what about you? Why would you prefer solo work?
Well, speaking from experience, I'm not a very, very good sports person. So whenever I played volleyball, basketball, I would be the guy who would always go out of bounds or end up giving the ball to the other team. So I'd rather rely on myself alone than failing a team. Is that an honest answer?
That's a very honest answer, Kuya. I think you're more of a chess player, chess player, or ano ba?
Darts at the darts.
Darts. Darts. Okay, let's go to Brother Felix naman. Brother Felix, what about you? Next one.
So what about me?
Asan yan?
What's
Kuya,
my question? What's my
where's the
question?
question? There.
All
Kuya
right,
Felix,
there.
are you more of this?
Long-term goals, or short-term goals? Of course, long-term goals. Well, I
Long?
think you all can agree. We all can agree with that.
Why? Why?
We are thinking of our future, so yeah, long-term goals is better than short-term goal, I guess. That's my answer.
Very straightforward. Okay. Okay, let's go back naman to Brother Elton. Next one. Ayan.
Okay.
This or that?
All right. So
Phone apps for focus or old school pen and paper?
hmm. Well, I was old school, but then I transitioned to not pen and paper, well, focus apps. I haven't I haven't actually used a lot of apps. I just went and used something like a online doc where you can just write all your notes. And then that way you go back to it later. Because sometimes I found out that when I keep a lot of like scrunched up paper, it gets messy. And then that way when I use a laptop, it's cleaner, it's more pleasing, to use. So yeah.
Good point. Good point. Sometimes me as well. I'm still an old school pen and paper, but I've been wasting a lot of papers. I feel like so I'm transitioning to more of a OneNote, or you can say OneNote or notepads online, right? So I think we're good for the icebreaker. Everything I think everyone answered what needs to be answered. So let's move on to our topic discussion. But before anything else, Kuya Homer, why don't you read?
Yes.
Oh,
Why don't we read more comments on YouTube? By the way, thank you everyone for continuing to place your comments on this. Do not get tired to do so and share the link to everyone in your district. In the meantime, Brother Jazel Constantino, hello, Brother Jazel. Good day po to all the brethren in Canada. Greetings from the local congregation of Maple Ridge, District of British Columbia. From Brother George Liagas, hello po mga kapatid. Enjoy watching and viewing po sa ating lahat. pagbati po mula dito sa lokal ng Vancouver West from Liagas family, Ka George, Victor Alpha 7, Foxtrot Lima, Scan-I Vancouver, BC, Canada. From Brother Mario Oka. Good morning here in the Philippines and enjoy watching here INC Radio Canada. Greetings from the local of Brixtonville, District of Caloocan North. And one more, Rescue. Hi po, watching from the District of British Columbia, Canada, local of Vancouver West. Wait, I'm going to read one more comment before we go. From Sister Jane Paelma. Hello po to everyone. Sherry Jane Reconcilio, watching from local congregation of Victoria, British Columbia. Ayan. Maraming pang iba, pero let's proceed now with our next segment.
Ayun. Thank you so much, Kuya Homer. As Kuya Homer mentioned, if you have any greetings po, please don't forget to drop off a comment in our YouTube section. And before, there is also another one from the District of Edmonton, Brother Patrick Sevilla. I think from local of sang local ba siya? You can speak po, Ate Jonna.
Actually, he's our evangelical worker from the local congregation of Eastwood, District of Edmonton. And hello to everyone. Sorry po, a little bit of technical issues earlier, but I'm here.
Ayun, thank you so much po. Now we're gonna move on to our discussion. So who's excited about staying on track? And who loves to stay on track? I think everyone would love to stay on track, especially with our goals. So let's start talking about why it's so hard to stay on track in the first place. Maybe you're overwhelmed, or maybe you have way too many priorities. You're distracted by other things in life, such as, sometimes we get away from using too much social media, or you're struggling to stay motivated because it feels like your progress is very slow. So everyone of us po can actually relate to that. So you're not alone. So that's why we're going to discuss with you about this staying on track. So let's ask Brother Elton. Brother Elton, can we ask po if you have any office from the church?
Yes, sister. So, my offices include, well, it's already been a while. I wish I could remember. I've already have been for a while a local TSV assistant lead for the local of Surrey. I'm also a district multimedia officer, and I am a local Kadio president. Um, approaching 1 year. There you go.
Ayun. So, well, almost your first anniversary as a local president, Brother Elton. So I have few questions for you that if you can share it with our viewers and listeners here. What's one goal this year so far for 2025 that you've stayed on track? Maybe towards the end of 2024 until the beginning of 2025.
Oh yeah, yeah. So the one goal that I've managed to keep consistent with was maintaining my overall health. I mean, health is wealth. I'm pretty sure we can all agree on that. And I know many people have different kinds of health goals, like maybe like exercising, going to the gym to have that kind of dream bod, or having that kind of lifestyle where it's like very minimalistic. For me, it was just not jeopardizing my health, I guess, but just maintaining weight. That's really my only goal that I've been consistent with, and I've been proud to stay consistent with and maintain.
Ayan, that's very good one. We all want to be healthy, and I think every one of us here wants to be healthy as well. So, what about the man? Share a time that you got completely off track, and how did you manage to come back to your goals, such as, for example, trying to maintain your healthy lifestyle?
Yeah, of course. So of course, like I'm not perfect, and I don't think anyone is. When it comes to health, I'm pretty sure anyone can relate that we can get sidetracked when it comes to maintaining like a strict diet. That's why when it came to just maintaining like a certain way or maintaining like a diet, I chose certain exercises that I liked and that were pretty easy to do. So well, it came down to oh, is it expensive to go to the gym? Then I answered my own question. Yes, it is expensive, and everything's pretty expensive here nowadays. And so I narrowed down my exercise to just calisthenics. So what I do is just I do push-ups at home. I do sit-ups, planks. I want to hold it as much or as long as I can. And if that got too complicated, I wanted it to shorten the amount of time, and then I would make that my daily routine. So basically, bottom line was breaking it down to my favorite exercises and making them my daily routine was how I've been able to get back on track.
That's a really good point now, Brother Elton, because sometimes when we think about exercise, oh, I'm gonna have to exercise. It's so hard to maintain that routine with the busy, being busy. How do you make sure that you maintain your routine? Do you have a certain time that you keep it okay at this time around I'm going to exercise, or by the time I wake up in the morning? What are the things that you're currently doing to maintain that routine?
In my head, every day, I am aiming to complete my own routine at least before like the afternoon, as best as much as possible. I mean, of course, if there's going to be, let's say, like other tasks in the morning that will conflict with my own daily routine, then of course I won't be too hard on myself to complete it later on, as long as I get it done on a daily basis. Um, and I guess that's also what's helped me keep a good mindset on this one goal I'm trying to keep consistent with is just being kind to myself and knowing that there are going to be maybe some hindrances, some obstacles in the way that is not allowing you to complete your small goals. But as long as you're keeping up, then you should be fine.
Wow, that's really impressive, Brother Elton. Sometimes we overstretch and get overwhelmed because in our head we really wanted to do things, every priorities that we would like to do, and sometimes we forget that these little things we need to take it step at a time, right? So in order for us to achieve goals. So in talking about goals, what are your, let's say, your 2025 goals, and how would you like to keep on track with that goal other than maintaining your healthy lifestyle?
Okay. So other than maintaining that lifestyle when it comes to my health, I have been trying to keep up with my career. I did graduate a couple of years ago, and my industry I would say is very competitive. I'm pretty sure it is like some other professional industries where the market is very tight and everyone just wants to get their foot in the door. So what I like to do is just trying to do my own research. What are some things that would add some appeal to me, not only as a person but as a professional. I do for a career, I do camera operation for sports broadcasts, and so I would like to know, what else should I know aside from just operating a camera? Because that's just very straightforward. From A to B, you're just handling a camera. I want to learn some skills that would help uh, set up shows, for sports. What are some technical skills like handling a video board? How do I operate a replay machine? Some of those things I like to research, from time to time. And when I do have that time, I want to probably take up some programs that will help me give me some credibility. And yeah.
Yes, that's definitely a really I think I would say it's inspiring because all of us, we wanted to be successful in life, and in order for us to do that we need to be on track. And it looks like when we asked about the icebreaker earlier, whether it's for short-term goals or for long-term goals, it looks like you have both. It looks like you have short-term and as well long-term goals, because currently right now you're doing your short-term planning, but that in the end will be your long-term goals. So we're gonna cut off the discussion here because we have some videos that we would like to share. But before that, Kuya Homer, let's read some chats here. I think there's a lot of brethren trying to put some comments there.
Okay. All right. From our very own Sister Jonah, greetings from Edmonton, Canada, local of Edmonton, Canada. And Sister Jonah also says hi to Kuya Mario and Brother Patrick. And from Brother Patrick himself, greetings from the local of Eastwood District of Edmonton. Again, from Sister Ivy, my lovely, lovely wife, who is also an avid watcher and listener of INC Radio. Hello, Kat, and all INC Radio hosts this evening. Lots of love to Brother Homer, watching from local of Rexdale and Greater Toronto. From JT Kabading, greetings from the Kabading family and happy anniversary to the locale of Maple Ridge. Happy anniversary to the brethren in Maple Ridge. And Hans Cyprus, forgive me if I mispronounce this. Hello, everyone, enjoying watching from the local congregation of Victoria, District of British Columbia. And one more before we go, from Sister Rose Gaviola Ching. Good evening, INC Radio Canada, and to everyone tuning in po, greetings from Brother John Alvin Ching. Hello, Brother John Alvin, and Sister Oz Ching from the District of Saskatchewan.
Ayan, ang dami nagko-comments. And may nagpapabati daw po from the District of British Columbia, local of Maple Ridge. Pabati daw po sa Etchapari family from the local of Maple Ridge. Hello to Brother Daryl Ace Etchapari. Yan. Ayan. So for our next segment, Sister Jonah.
Yes, Ate Kath. And just before I introduce our next segment, just want to say thank you to Edmonton for tuning in. Kamak, Kasani, two of our head deacons, and again, Patrick, our evangelical worker here in the local congregation of Eastwood. And next up, because we've been hearing a lot of good things from Brother Elton, really good strategies of what he's doing. And so we would like to hear from some of our brethren. These are brethren from British Columbia, and they have a strategy to stay on track. And so if Kuya Tech is ready, let's play that video.
Hello, brethren. My name is Brother Arjal, and I'm about to answer this question. What is your strategy to help you stay focused and consistent? Now, this is a very timely question for me because I recently just merged all of my calendars from all of my emails and all of my work into one calendar so that I know what I'm about to do for today or for the week. And also when I'm at work, I stopped after 20 to 30 minutes to take a 2 to 3 mini break to stretch or to go to the washroom. And lastly, I take 15 minutes of my lunch break to either go outside or go for a walk so that when I come back, I stay motivated to finish my tasks and my projects until I finish the day.
My strategy in staying focused and consistent is to plan ahead. So for example, if I want to study consistently, I would choose a time and then set an alarm on my phone or on my watch, and then prepare all my school supplies, having my pens, my pencils, my paper ready, and even also having my laptop charged. And in order to stay focused while studying, I would choose a place that is fairly quiet, such as the library or the cafe, and I would take away any distractions, such as putting my phone on silent or even simply turning it off.
Staying focused and consistent in life takes practice, but the 3 powerful techniques I like to use is setting clear and actionable goals, breaking big dreams into smaller, manageable steps, and kind of celebrating each milestone as I hit them. Second, I like to eliminate distractions, so creating a dedicated workspace, limiting social media, and kind of scheduling specific time for each of those things to keep my energy focused. And finally, it's building habits. So whether it's exercising, whether it's, my eating habits or journaling or, just even taking breaks during the day, that is helping me kind of keep that consistency every single day to stay on top of things and to kind of stay focused on the clear goals.
Hi, I'm Angelica. I'm a college student and a member of the Church of Christ. To stay focused and consistent, I organize and prioritize my tasks based on their due dates and how important they are. With the heavy amount of work that I get from school, I sometimes have a hard time multitasking, so I try to break things into smaller, manageable pieces so I can focus on them one step at a time. To maintain my focus, I try to avoid any type of distractions, such as deleting apps on my phone, like any apps that can distract me from working. I also like to take breaks. Breaks are important to maintain a good mental health and reduce the risk of stress and burnout. Consistency comes from tracking your progress, having a good routine, and setting a clear goal that can motivate you to work hard and consistent. It may seem difficult from the first time, but it'll eventually become a habit. And despite the amount of work that I go through, I make sure to have time for church to be able to perform my duties and give praise to our Lord God.
Hello po, my name is Sister Kimberly and I'm going to be sharing my 2 cents on how to stay focused and consistent. I think knowing your why when you start something can definitely help because there will be challenges and setbacks along the way, and when we go through those things, remembering your why can definitely help you stay on the right track, even if it's hard. And also, leaning on trusted family and friends. Most importantly, our Almighty God, through prayer and through our actions and how we navigate through any difficult situations can definitely help us to stay focused and consistent. It's not going to be easy, but doing the work will definitely pay off in the long run, and that is something that we should always remind ourselves.
Wow. Thank you to the brethren who contributed to their respective ideas and suggestions. Wonderful it is to know that even taking a 2-minute to 3-minute break does indeed make a difference. Oh, let's go back to our YouTube comment section. Before we go reading, we would like to greet a very, very warm and happy birthday to Sister Amy Baitan, the wife of Brother Glendo Baitan, District Minister of British Columbia. Hello po, Kaglendo, to everyone in the family, Brother Uno, Sister Amy, God bless po sa inyo. From our very own Sister Zenaida Novesteras, hello po, INCRadio Canada, greetings from Midtown Toronto, District of Greater Toronto. Our very own Sister LJ would like to say hi to everyone. Hi, Sister Easy, Eliza, and thank you for placing your comments. Also, when we did our icebreaker earlier, from Izzy, well, happy watching from local of Richmond, British Columbia. Sister Eliza May Asa, happy viewing from the local of East Vancouver, District of British Columbia. From Brother Renel Romero, greetings to all brethren in British Columbia. From Brother, or Sister Dory, rather, San Diego, happy watching from the local of Vancouver West, District of British Columbia. Oh, hi. Hello, Brother Jazel. Long time no chat. Sister Maria Angelica Acosta, happy viewing po. Greetings from the group worship service of Prince George, BC. Okay.
Ayan. Yeah, I just wanted to interject there quite a bit. We would like to thank all of the brethren po from that video. We have Brother Argel Monte de Ramos, Sister Arian Ballesteros, Sister Angelica Acosta, Sister Kimberly Castillo, Brother J.R. Dongalen. Did I miss anybody? I think that's it. Yes. Thank you, Brother Felix. Now to our next segment, Brother Felix.
Yep, for our next segment, we have What's in Your Cookbook. All right, Kiotek.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our segment, What's in Your Cookbook? Join us and learn for a new recipe for today.
Hi, brothers and sisters. This is Sister Izzy Mendoza from the locale of Richmond, District of British Columbia, back again with another simple and delicious recipe. Today, we're going to be making sushi cups. For the ingredients, we will need imitation crab sticks, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise, 1 tablespoon of sesame seed oil, 1/4 tablespoon of pepper, 1/4 tablespoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of sugar, and nori sheets of your choice. For garnishing, we will need a bit of extra mayo and 1 avocado cut into cubes. First, we will cut up our imitation crab sticks into cubes. After cutting our crab sticks into cubes, we're going to set them aside for later. Now, we'll mix together the rest of our ingredients, starting with the mayonnaise, make sure to really scrape the sides. Then our soy sauce, then our sesame seed oil, our pepper, and lastly our sugar. Now that that's all mixed together, we're going to add in our chopped up imitation crab. What are sushi cups? Not sushi rice, of course. Alright, so first we're going to take our nori. Gonna take some sushi rice. Scoop a bit. Careful, the rice is still a bit hot. So we put it in, we spread it around. That. And then we put it in our little tray, push it in, and then we take some of our crab mixture and pour that on. Now we'll fill each of them with our crab filling, and then after we'll bake them for 10 minutes. After, we're going to put this in the oven for 10 minutes at 350. Now we'll top it with some avocado. Now we're going to drizzle the top with some mayonnaise. Looks so good. Let's try. It's so good. Really good. And this is Sister Izzy Mendoza from the locale of Richmond District of British Columbia. You need to try this, brothers and sisters. It's so good.
Ayan! Sister Easy! Hello, hello! I know she's watching right now. Hello to Sister Easy Mendoza. Thank you for that wonderful recipe. I know your atas and your kuyas and your fellow CWS are wanting to try that, right, Sister LJ? I know Sister Jeng was mentioning how she would like to eat that for dinner. So we would like to eat that for dinner as well. Kuya Homer, do we have any more YouTube live chat comments?
Yes, we do. But I would also like to thank Sister Izzy. Now I'm hungry for whatever she made over there. And thank you for tuning in. From Mac Okomen, good evening, poor brethren. Again, from Sister Rose Gabielo, hello to everybody. Happy birthday to Sister Amy. Oh, nabasa ko na po kanina yan. Sorry, not paying attention. From RB Garcia, greetings from Ramon Garcia and family, a Vancouver West locale. From Juraliza Manguino, greetings to all brethren from the local of Surrey, District of British Columbia, Canada. From
Kuya,
Brenda Mijares.
yes.
Yes.
Kuya, I just wanted to mention po, Sister Leia Constantino po from the Southern Ontario as well. We also have Brother William Adang na po from the local congregation of Vancouver West. That's their resident minister po. And we also had Brother Robert Vallejo po, their local, the resident worker po from the local congregation of Victoria. Thank you po for supporting our show tonight.
Excellent.
Yes, Kuya. Now let's move on, Brother Felix, to our part 2 of our discussion. Yeah.
Yes, for our part 2. Our- so, what are your biggest challenges with staying on track? So, I guess let's call our brother Elton. Do you have any challenges faced, with your and how you stayed on track during your, planning your goals and any strategies, what, brother?
Well, I definitely had my own fair shares of challenges, especially during school. But most recently, I think it's just like my phone. It's just social media. It's just calling me. Just I want to keep scrolling on social media, and then maybe like some hours later, and then oh my gosh, it's already nighttime. So yeah, no, that's those are some of my biggest distractions and challenges. I'd say. I'm pretty sure everyone can agree on some level.
Yes, we totally agree with you, brother. Phones, different applications out there, but you know what? There's some applications that could stop us from using our how we use our social media right now. It's really a distraction, but it's just how we discipline ourselves in order for us to focus on how we can continue and stay on track with our goals. But we also have here some strategies, and I'd like to share this to everyone. So here we have break down your goals. So big goals can feel overwhelming. Instead, break them into smaller, manageable steps. So, for example, if your goal is to write a book, focus on writing one chapter or even just 500 words a day. Do you agree with that, Sister Kath?
Yes. Maybe Sister
Totally.
LJ, do you have anything to say about breaking down goals?
Oh, yeah, Sister LJ.
Um, breaking down goals. With mine naman, ate, 500 words is still a lot, but but definitely I agree with breaking them into smaller manageable steps. I think most of even your video segment earlier strategy on staying on track, a lot of them said breaking down your goals into smaller, and also even each day maybe set a goal for what you want to get done for that day as well. It's easy to kind of get lost in having your long-term goals right in front of you, because sometimes you're like, this feels so overwhelming, right? But definitely having that mindset first thing in the morning during the day, set your goals that you want to get done just for that day, and then separate your long-term goals some other time as well, because it can get pretty overwhelming. So that's what I would have to say for break down your goals at that.
Thanks for
Yeah,
that, Sister.
I'm not sure, Brother Felix, if you can write a book and then 500 words. It looks like a big essay to me.
I'm not sure too, Sister Kath.
But you know what? I just wanted to share that I use a lot during workday is doing my 3P. So basically, I learned it from my manager, and 3P is where I list just 3 priorities. It's so hard to find you. It's so difficult to shorten.
Just think of 3.
Yeah, just think of 3, because what are really my priorities of the day, right? So having that 3P, and you have to think of, okay, what is my biggest priority to get it done today? And that will be your number 1 priority. And then if you keep listing on that, those are not priorities anymore. So start off with three priorities. Sometimes it's so difficult to list the three priorities, let me tell you. So yeah, Brother Felix, our next one.
Yes, we also have here create a routine. So routines are powerful because they reduce decision fatigue. Think of your daily habits as building blocks for your success. So how about you, Brother Homer? Do you have like routine? How do you like stay on track on that?
Not really a routine because I'm a spontaneous type of guy. And what I mentioned before is if there's 8 hours in a work day and I could finish it in 4, why not? But to remind myself of what's more important is, I think, one of my priorities. And so what's more important and what's easier to get done. And that way you trickle away from how many ever goals that you need to finish throughout the day. Because staying stagnant, you're just going to get overwhelmed. Or focusing on something that's difficult to achieve, that's going to get you even more deeper into the hole that you could have already have been. So focus on what's more important and easier to accomplish.
Thanks, Brother Homer. I totally agree with that. How about you, Brother Elton? Do you have something to add onto that?
I guess when it comes to routines, it's the most basic, I guess, well, a tool that most of us kind of miss. When it comes to goals, I like to remember that it's like you're have a routine for a reason, and I'm pretty sure when you create your own routine, it'll be suitable for you. And it should be catered to your kind of lifestyle, and because of it's catered to your own kind of lifestyle, it should be somewhat suitable, but just enough, I guess, uncomfortability to take on those obstacles because it's going to make you more challenged, but at the end, it's going to be worth it.
Yes. So speaking of accountability, so stay accountable. So whether it's an accountability partner, a mentor, or a community, having someone to check in with can make all the difference. So yeah, at the end of the day, it is our decisions that matters. So we need to be very accountable with everything that we do, because in order for us to stay on track with everything that we do well. And also, I can see here we have some comments about from our viewers and listeners, and they're so engaged. They're so engaged with our topic right now, Sister Cap.
I know we would like to thank everyone po who's currently commenting. We are seeing some locals from Richmond. We are also seeing locals from Guildford po. We're seeing Tita Zenaida from Greater Toronto. We're seeing my husband, Brother Christian from Squamish. We are also seeing Sister Lani Adangna po from the local of Vancouver West, sorry. We are also seeing Sister Joanne Casaclang from Richmond, BC. Brother Alan Mendoza po, Sister Easy's dad is there as well. Sino pa ba? We have Sister Joraliza Mangino. We have Sister Annalise Grospe. We have Sister Noemi Veneracion po. Hello po from the local of Maple Ridge. Now to our next segment. Kuya Tech, let's play our let's play our CFO in action bumper po. Ayan. So for our CFO in action, we would just like to discuss po all of the upcoming activities that is happening in the different districts. So let's start with the District of Manitoba. Sister LJ would like to share your CFO activities there.
Yes, Ate. So we have one upcoming CFO activity that's taking place on February 2nd, 2025, Sunday, 2 p.m., which is our CFO Winter Fun Day. So we're going to go to a maize in corn, which is just roughly, I think, about 30 minutes away from the city of Winnipeg. So not too far. And I've heard that Manitoba has the biggest winter maize that gets fabricated all throughout Canada. So we have the biggest one here in the District of Manitoba. So for all those in the District of Manitoba, make sure you don't miss this activity. So it's called a maize in corn. Ayun. So make sure you dress up appropriately as well for the winter weather. It has been pretty cold here in the District of Manitoba. But other than that, we are going to be experiencing a little bit more warmer weather in the next coming week. So looking forward to that, Ate Kat.
Ayan. So we're very lucky here in the District of British Columbia. We're not experiencing that cold of a weather. I would say it's been very favorable here, not to mention. But here in the District of British Columbia, we would like to mention to all of our viewers and listeners from District of British Columbia, we would like to remind you of the district-wide Christian Family Organizations joint monthly meeting po, which is happening tomorrow, January 26 at 6 p.m. So please contact your leadership po for more information. Now let's move on naman to Brother Homer from the Greater Toronto.
Thank you. Before I go to our activities for the following week, allow me to please thank the Christian Family Organization family from all over Greater Toronto for participating in the recently held CWS Children's Worship Service Family Game Day that was held in the district office. That was last weekend. And also to the Brethren in Local Congregation of Rexdale for participating in the family bowling, also held last weekend. And next week, as promised to the parents of the Children's Worship Service Organization, we will be holding in our locale, the locale of Rexdale, I Am Thankful Card Making Activity Part 2. And this time it's for the parents. So the children will be making cards for their parents. Thank you very much. That's it for Greater Toronto.
Ayan natin, nakamute ka. Rinig na rinig ka namin.
Ayan! I was
Ayan,
ang saya nung activity. Okay, now to our next segment po, Kuya Tech. Please play our Catching Up with Canada.
Welcome back to Catching Up with Canada. Let's see what our brethren have been up to this week and what other activities we can expect.
Ayan, LJ, ano nga bang ini-expect natin? Kuya Tech, can you play our photo spot? Ayan, so ano bang district ito? Hindi natin makita.
District of Calgary, ate.
Ayan, can you mention it?
Unity Games, basketball and volleyball for the District of Calgary. Ayan.
Ayan, next, Kuya Tech. Ayan, evangelical mission po. I think that is happening worldwide and across multi-districts po. January 27, 2025. And that's happening in every district po. Next po. Ayan, so we also have special gathering from the District of Edmonton, an oath-taking of the new church officers. Next po. Ayan, so for our local anniversary feature, we would like to greet po the group worship service of Kamloops for celebrating their first anniversary. So, kailan nga ba ang kanilang anniversary? Teka, pinupull out ko pa yung data. Ayan. So for Kamloops po, they are celebrating their first anniversary. Actually happened last week, January 17 of 2025. So happy anniversary po to the brethren there in Kamloops. Next po. Ayan, okay. Brother Felix, why don't you mention this one? So this is the local congregation of Maple Ridge. Brother Felix, this is also happened January 17th. Ilang years na ang Maple Ridge, Brother Felix?
That's the hardest question for me, sister. I've been here like for a year, so I'm not really sure like maybe 10 years po, 10 years if I'm not mistaken.
No,
Happy
you're actually mistaken, brother. So that's your anniversary is now 13 years. So to all of our to all of our brethren from the local of Maple Ridge, happy anniversary po to all of you. And yan. So ayan, sabi ni Brother Jaisel Constantino po, it's the 13th anniversary of Maple Ridge. Next po. Yun na ba, Kuya Tek? Tapos na tayo. I guess yun na. What about, is there anything else from Manitoba?
Yesterday, Ata, is when we held our worldwide EVM in the local congregation of Winnipeg South. So we all of the chapels all had one that we simultaneously connected to yesterday at 7:30 p.m. So there was lots of guests that showed up there, and we would like to also thank the brethren for the continuous support in our evangelical missions, our Bible studies, in the local congregation of Winnipeg South. We have Bible studies every single day at the chapel at 7:30 p.m. except for Thursdays, because that is a worship service day. So it would be after the worship service. Ayan.
Ayan, awesome. Thank you for sharing that. Kuya Homer, do we have final greetings pa from the YouTube chat?
Final
Nandun
greetings
ka,
on the YouTube
nandun
chat.
ka pa ba?
We have, can you hear me
Dami
right now?
pa.
Dami pa, kuya.
Can you hear me right now?
Oo, we can hear you, kuya.
Okay. From happy viewing from the local of Vancouver West District of British Columbia. From Sister Maria Luz de los Santos. Hello po to all brethren from my Maple Ridge, BC. 13 years. Happy 13 years. From Joanne Kasaklang. Thank you. Shout out to Sister Kath. Wilfred Ryan Chan watching from Prince Rupert Group Worship Service, BC. And Noemi Veneracion. Hello po watching from local of Maple Ridge. I think I've read about everything over there. Sister Kat, regarding the worldwide evangelical missions, our mission, well, ours will be tomorrow, January 26th at 5 p.m. We invite everyone to join.
Ayan, so we'd like to invite everyone po, and please contact your local leadership for more information. So we're almost at the end of our show, actually, very close na. Before we end the show, we would like to call back in Brother Elton. Brother Elton, do you have any final greetings for us?
Yes, I'd like to give a special shout out to, of course, my own local congregation of Surrey, District of British Columbia, all of the brethren there, all my fellow officers, and I'd like to give a special shout out to my friends out in Edmonton, to Sister Shay Galagak, and my cousin out in the District of Calgary, Brother Philip, who is a regular guest, or sorry, a host for INCRadio Canada. And I'd like to give a special shout out to our church administration here in the District of British Columbia, Brother Glendale H. Baitan. And that's all I have.
Ayan, thank you so much, Brother Elton. And of course, we would like to thank everyone po, to all of our brethren who tune in tonight from wherever local congregation you may be. Just a recap po from our discussion today, what we've mentioned towards the show, we just some key points po, for tracking your goals, we have to break down your goals into smaller steps, building routines to stay consistent, eliminating distractions, and finding accountability po to keep us motivated. But of course, the most important thing that we would like to mention po is that for every goals that you have, this is all up to God po. From let's keep on praying po to make sure that we always keeping track of our goals. And that's it po. We have our final greeting, Sister LJ, before we end.
Yes, Ate, I would just like to, of course, I can't forget to greet my home district here in the District of Manitoba, our District Minister, Brother Roland W. Andrade, our Assistant District Minister, Brother Felmar Sereno, our CFO and also our District Multimedia Advisor, Brother Kyle Solano, and also my Resident Minister, Brother Jerusalem Vital, and of course, Sister Alois Vital as well. And that is it for my my greetings here in the district of Manitoba. Ayan. And also, I'd just like to welcome Brother Kyle Solano and Sister Joy Solano that just came from Ottawa. So they're staying here now in Manitoba. So welcome, Brother Kyle and Ate Joy.
Yan, thank you. Welcome, Kuya Kyle. Brother Homer po, quickly.
Yeah, quickly lang, I greeted our district minister already. So our assistant district minister, Brother Isidro Dina, our district multimedia advisor, Brother Dan Sereno, our Christian family overseer, the organization overseer, Brother Clark Aquino, and to my lovely wife, Sister Ivy, and to our resident minister, Brother King Roman Rolier. Hello, hello.
Ayan, that's it. And my final greetings go to our, we already greeted our district staff po. And of course, we'd like to greet all the resident ministers and workers here in the District of British Columbia. My family is currently watching, our friends, and as well my husband, Brother Christian Ga, and to Brother Felix, the outro.
Yes po, just a quick shout out, Brother Jason Tangalan, Sister Anna Ichupari, and Sister Chona Ichupari. Of course, before we end our show, a special acknowledgement goes to our Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, and to our Christian Family Organization Coordinator, Brother Angelo Aranyo Manalo, for everything that you do for all of us. For your love and concern, we appreciate them po. Thank you, and we love you so much po. We also would like to acknowledge our station manager, Brother Wally Taray. Thank you po for tuning in to INCRadio Canada.
Nasaan yung French?
Kuya, Kuya Felix,
I can't po.
your French.
Bye, Mom. Thank you so much. Mr. Jen.
Bye, bye.
Bye, everyone. Thank you for your time.
Bye, everyone.
See you next week.